All right, welcome back to the Boys in the Basement podcast. It's been a while, but we are back in 2024. Better than other. Tevin's putting the work in the other room.
What just happened?
Tevin, how was boxing going in there, Tevin?
It was going well. Next question.
What were you saying?
What were you saying to the punching bag exactly?
I was beating it up.
You're beating it all right? No. Stop.
All right. Well, we're back. We went on a little hiatus. I think the last time we dropped an
We
episode.
got canceled on Twitter.
By who?
By who?
I don't know.
Elon.
People said it was bad, so we took that personally.
They canceled us for being trash, so we took a break and we've been on the in the lab getting better and seeing how we can improve. We actually haven't talked about the podcast.
Yeah,
since
welcome to
this
episode 75, everybody.
Hey!
one. Is this actually 75?
No.
Episode 62. Woo!
Yeah. Miller, take us away. Ask me a question.
I don't really have a question.
Okay.
Oh, I always got a question.
Go ahead, Tevin.
What'd you do over your Christmas break?
Okay, over Christmas break. Let's see. I didn't really do much. Stayed home for Christmas. Just hung out, and then this past weekend we went to Kansas City and got our butts handed to us by Kirksville by
What was this
35.
for?
We lost 64-29.
Ooh.
It's not even that
I was the leading scorer with 6 points.
6 you were leading
6
score.
points, yeah. Wasn't our best game by any means, but we got better. We learned from it, and we're excited to get into the South Callaway tournament next week and see what damage we can do. Got a favorable matchup against North Callaway first round, so I think we can move on to the winner's side if we play well, play the game that we can play. But yeah, it was an interesting Christmas break. This is the best way to end it. Last day of Christmas break with the boys. Just had a pay-per-view on WWE 2K23, and now we're on the podcast. And we're gonna have a great time.
Girls play Buffalo tonight. How do you feel about that?
They ought
They
to
played
smoke
tonight?
them by 30.
I thought it was last night.
Well, all schedule said last night, but
It's tonight though.
it is tonight.
Well,
So-
looks like do the boys push the podcast into the game? I reckon
He
Do the
reckons.
podcast at the game.
at the game.
On
That
court.
would be pretty
On
fun.
court.
On court.
Yep.
Get
We're
some.
up there next to the
Huddle
broadcasters for
footage.
the
Yeah.
radio. We're like, oh my!
I'll get the camera in
Boys
on the
Sydney
huddle.
Holderman with their 60th point of the night.
Out of the Mustang 61.
Delaney McGay made a free throw.
Just one.
And tripped over her feet.
Zoe
3
with
times.
74 rebounds.
Is she playing?
I
Is
don't
she
even
able
know.
to play?
Who?
Zoe, she was gone.
Yeah, I would guess so.
She's
she didn't
gone.
practice all Christmas
Yeah,
break.
where's-
Oh, that doesn't matter. If it
Where
goes
was she,
in.
Tevin?
We were skiing. Why are you
Cool.
staring at me?
Tevin, how was skiing?
Did you get
It
hurt?
was amazing. I actually didn't get hurt. It was a really fun trip.
Got stuck
Love
in
the
the
weather
blizzard.
down there. It was so beautiful.
Even the blizzard.
Well, I was mainly asleep during that time, so I can't really take that into account.
He woke up to notify us.
Yeah,
Went right back to bed.
Yeah, it was a fun trip though. Good way to spend Christmas vacation.
Christmas
know-
Vacation. Incredible movie.
Yeah.
Best
I mean,
Greatest
Tevin,
Christmas movie of all
top,
time.
top 3
in my
Christmas
opinion.
movie for sure.
It's my greatest. It's the greatest in my opinion.
It was.
I can't really
too much.
list. I think the other movies, in my opinion,
You're talking about the
have
Grinch
been. Yes, I think the other movies, in my opinion, have been almost overwatched to where they're unfunny at times.
except Elf.
And Elf does get funny every now and then, but I do agree with that one. It still gets overplayed.
Missing out on Die Hard, the real best Christmas movie.
That's not funny.
I'm not saying it can be funny at times.
I'm not watching Die Hard.
Isn't that the one that's like very controversial if it's a Christmas movie or
It is,
not?
'Cause it's
it is a Christmas movie.
Not really a Christmas.
It is a Christmas movie.
It doesn't focus on the Christmas aspects. It's like No Way Home being a Christmas movie.
That's not true.
What's fair?
Happens during Christmas.
Okay, the Die Hard only happens because it's Christmas time.
Okay, so
It's
does
like
No Way
saying-
Home. It's like it
That's
didn't
not
happen
true.
during the
That's
summer.
not
It
true.
happened during Christmas time.
He went to the party because of the Christmas party. They're robbing the plaza because it's Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
Why do you rob at Christmas time? That makes no
Because
sense.
no one's there. It's Christmas Eve. Low security. No one's there. Police are going home for the holidays. Easy to get in and out.
Not hot take.
How would you know
Terrible
this
movie.
Miller? Have you
It's
done this
not.
before? Are you experienced?
Yeah, they based the movie
In
off
this
me.
profession?
He's a crime boss.
They based this movie off me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You must be like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, but I don't have his cool hair.
Yeah. He's also not as agile.
Oh, for sure. He's like 50 and still doing karate moves. I am 18 and can't do any.
He's probably on the shrooms.
I'll just
What?
check back
What?
here.
What would shrooms have to do with anything?
I just feel like him and Aaron Rodgers are kind of.
Him
Bro.
and Aaron Rodgers.
When have Keanu Reeves and Aaron Rodgers ever been mentioned in the same sentence?
Their hair.
When have they ever done shrooms together?
No, he did. his
Do
hair
they
like
do it
Nick Cage.
together? Like, are they doing it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They actually have a
Like,
podcast.
He did his hair like Nick Cage, not Keanu.
What?
Okay. Well, in other news, this is a couple months ago now, but Vegan has signed with Western Illinois
Yeah.
to play golf at the
right.
Division I college. Congratulations
That
to
is- thank
Vegan
you. Thank
for
you,
all his
sir.
hard work.
Thank you, boys. It means a lot coming from you guys. You know?
You suck!
This is also your first podcast episode since the Think Like Sean game.
Yes.
Which was
That
released-
got like maybe 15 views, 12 of them being us rewatching it.
I was gonna say I might have watched it 4 times on my own.
It was a quiet, entertaining episode. So
Yeah.
if you haven't, go check it out. It's really
Well,
funny.
I'll check actually.
Yeah, check how many views it got. But it was a really fun episode. In the future, if you like it, if you guys go show some love to it right now, we'll do another one in the future, but with Chris.
Think
yeah.
like Chris.
Think like Chris.
Bible
Hard to-
verses.
Think like TB.
Yeah.
That dude's got a lot on his mind. I know it.
Like what?
Just look at him.
Oh, it has 82 views.
82.
Hey! If it gets to 100, we'll do a Think Like Chris.
I like
That's
that.
right.
Let's go, yeah.
How many for Think Like TV?
And if we get 100 views on the Chris one, we'll do a Think Like Toby.
I hope we don't get that.
And if we get 100 on that one, we'll get a Think Like Chuck.
Chuck. Yeah.
No ski though.
Yeah, no ski.
That dude don't have anything on his mind.
Oh.
Except murder.
Hey.
Murder on my
Okay.
Hey.
YNW Ski Melly, actually.
Yeah. 7.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't get hurt on your trip.
It was kind of surprising.
It's a huge blessing.
Yeah. It was
Now,
a real gift.
you're not going to do wrestling. You're going to keep getting ready for track, keep getting healthy, keep getting ready so you can pole vault, get in shape to run. Now, Mr. Miller, how was your Christmas?
Pass.
It
Long story.
was.
It was eventful,
Pass. Yeah, in
especially the
more
day of
ways than
Christmas Eve and Christmas.
one.
Yeah.
Christmas night was fun though, Miller. Me and Miller had a blast on
Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas
night.
night
I was there
that
too.
It was a W workout. Oh yeah, you were there.
And Tevin for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little
Christmas night, I was.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was Christmas Eve night.
Christmas Eve night.
Yeah, Christmas night.
Mhm.
We were playing the finals.
What did you guys do on Christmas?
We will
bit.
win.
Me and Miller just hung out for a little bit. We worked out, you know.
Got
We
big.
really, well, I get big anyways.
Ew.
I'm an eater, man.
Oh.
Oh, that was a fat joke. Okay.
Much.
What?
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 Oh.
All right, we
Yeah.
said we wouldn't talk about that, Tevin. All right.
Well, it's, if we're gonna say it, we're gonna
No.
get into
No.
it.
No.
Just like he did.
No. No.
Yeah, you have to.
Hey, I
No,
think
we
we
have
should go
to.
around the table and say our favorite UFC fighters. I'll go ahead and start. It's gotta be Tyron Woodley.
Why is that?
Why is that, Peyton?
Man, the way he can finish a fight, bro. Like,
Can we just skip Nate here?
Yeah. I don't.
Tyron Woodley. This guy can go for 4 minutes straight and just not even gasp for air. He is probably the most energetic and most endurance fighter of all time.
People
Like,
call him
people sit up there and they go, oh, John Jones, Conor McGregor. No, Tyron Woodley
Yes,
can do it without even breathing.
for real. He doesn't even have to look. He is
Like,
him in the
People
ring.
might say, but he got knocked out by Jake Paul. Who doesn't? You know?
True. I
Like-
mean,
Question, Nathan?
I think Jake Paul's a really good fighter.
that's just not
Hey,
true.
You don't think it's rigged?
I don't think he's as good as Tyron Woodley. Can he hold his breath for 4.5 minutes?
Yeah. No
I guess we
gas.
don't have proof of that.
Exactly. But we have proof of Tyron Woodley.
And Tyron Woodley can fight a different person. It's not even his fight.
Okay.
Okay, Tevin, who's your favorite UFC?
Connor.
Connor.
Conor
Okay.
McGregor.
You've
He
Hey, he's
announced-
back.
He announced.
He's
Yeah,
back.
he did. Yeah,
He's
he's
back.
He's already done that before.
Speaking of announcing their
Hey,
back,
don't test his pee.
Wait.
It might burn the cup. Okay.
185 is crazy because he's like 160 right now.
No.
hey man, speaking of comebacks, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is coming back to the WWE.
You mean Rock the Dwayne Johnson?
I didn't mean that at all.
But yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson came back to Monday Night Raw and challenged Roman Reigns.
That's going to be
This
it.
guy-
Was
young
it
guard?
accepted?
Well, being the resident wrestling knowledge guru, all right,
The only one.
the only one that exists in a 15-mile radius of here.
Oh, bigger.
Over.
than
What about
that.
Willie?
Over.
100-mile radius.
Please.
I was thinking like 215-mile radius.
I was thinking 350.
I can say, if the match happens, it'll happen in February, and Roman will win. That's all I got.
Why February?
Because Australia wants
Like-
The
like-
Rock.
Oh,
Mm,
good idea.
yeah.
That's not my idea.
They
They said that.
What?
Peyton over here has good ears towards the WWE. He
Yep.
knows and listens to everything.
He has
they say.
inside sources.
I do.
He has a
I'm
script.
also friends with a really good wrestler who doesn't wrestle for them.
The Kings.
No,
No, that's a basketball team.
it's a basketball team. We're also pretty tight.
I was going to say.
Who are you
close
good friends with? Adam Cole?
I'm cool.
Right.
Speaking of sports, we have the resident Eldon Mustang Browns fan here with us, Tegan Hole. How is it? How is it as a Cleveland Browns fan, but this Joe Flacco Linsanity run?
It's not
Oh, this isn't
insanity.
an
It's
insanity
just-
run. This is staying for eternity. Joe Flacco might be the greatest quarterback to ever touch the grass, I'm telling you. This
not
Maybe in
grass.
guy,
Cleveland. Maybe in Cleveland.
it looks like grass from afar on the TV, okay?
You forget LeBron
This
played.
man, though, when they put him and Amari Cooper together, it is like the most dynamic duo. It's better than
No, what about the
Clef-
tight end?
even
No, the
playing
tight
Steph.
end. The
Dave,
tight end's better.
David and Joe.
David
even
Njoku.
even
Solid.
without Amari Cooper.
David.
I will
Last
say,
Thursday was a
I
crazy
will
game.
say, they did play the Jets, but that doesn't mean necessarily anything. The Jets,
the Jets
the
beat
Jets
Bill?
have been
The
solid.
Jets have not allowed over 300 passing yards from a quarterback since 2018.
Exactly.
And
And
then
that's
they
what
just-
happened.
and they Joe
Look what
Flacco.
happened. Joe Flacco, baby,
He almost
goes
had that.
crazy.
He almost
He
had
was-
that.
he was
Did
taking
he
a
have that in the
nap,
first
too.
half?
First half.
He had over 300 in the first
And
half.
3 touchdowns in the first half.
Yep.
He was taking a nap.
Yes.
He was tired at the end of the game.
He
Well,
goes.
he-
he went away. It's Ray Lewis
in
and
his-
Ed Reed
he's in
every day in
his
practice.
elderly.
Sauce Gardner is not a problem.
He's 38 from like 2 years eating potato chips off
with
the
4
couch.
kids.
Yes, he's been in the making. I tell you that much. This guy, but he's got to be up there. I think, in like 2K, get the badge comeback kid. It's
Yeah.
Joe Flacco. He's
Now the
getting that
opposite
back.
side of the NFL. Tevin, how are the Bears doing?
Hey, we're actually not doing too
They
bad.
secured the
Hey.
first pick of the NFL draft.
Yeah,
That's
with
right.
The trade, you guys might hate on the trade, but it actually worked out really
Oh,
well
no,
for
no,
us.
With the Panthers loss,
We got DJ Moore out of it,
you gotta.
and
you-
we got the first round
and
pick.
you
We
got
traded
first-
first round pick from last year.
Who'd
for
the
this
Panthers get? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
That's a win
Forgettable.
for the Bears. That's a
Forgettable.
win for the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears are actually having a good season. I wish that we might lose
better than the last one.
game.
That's better than the last one.
Yeah, I hope we lose our last game of the season so we get a better draft pick. We're already eliminated from the playoffs, so
Might as
That's
well
the point
lose
of
them all,
win.
right?
Yeah,
but
if
you can also keep the Packers from making the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
they already own us, man. Who
Yeah,
cares?
so change the
I
narrative.
just want to say something before we move on.
Cowboys fan.
Not a Cowboys.
He's a
fan.
Rams. Rams.
I'm not a fan.
Oh.
I don't watch football at all. But the Pistons.
Yeah.
They beat the Raptors.
Detroit basketball.
They got their
Raptors-
wings.
The Raptors went into that game knowing what they needed to do. They traded their best player hours before the game.
Yeah, OG Anunoby. Rest in peace, my man. I mean, much love.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Oh, he's going to be on that team.
So-
he's on. Gosh. I mean,
but
the
I
Raptors
think
were 10 times better.
It is possible if they win every single game from here on out. They can make the playoffs.
Free wings
So I'm
every night.
thinking it's an opportunity.
I mean, what are they, like 3-27 or something? 28?
Well, they went ahead and lost last night too by like
Well,
30.
They got tired.
well, and the Warriors are coming up in their schedule. That's an easy win.
for the Pistons, yeah.
For the Pistons,
Is Draymond
yeah.
back yet?
Right.
Is Draymond back yet?
Oh no,
No, he's still in therapy.
You
yeah,
think he'll ever be back?
He's
That's my hero.
Speaking of Draymond, how long is he suspended, apparently?
indefinitely.
is it
yeah.
indefinitely?
Holy
He still doesn't have a timetable.
He's never playing.
He's got to go
in
to
the
3
NBA
weeks
again.
of therapy.
He thought he was a UFC fighter, and not Tyron Woodley.
Well, he might be after this therapy.
I've never seen a good Draymond Green fight. So
Man.
Draymond Green can't hold his breath for 4 minutes.
Hey. Well, how about the Chiefs?
We're the
Chiefs,
playoff-
suck.
AFC
Chiefs,
West.
suck.
It's all-
Eight straight-
round, UM.
8 straight AFC championship, AFC West championship. Sorry.
Super Bowl champions. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Can't win them every year.
I
Better
still
draft
think-
pick.
after this past week, they clicked a little bit on offense.
I'm just saying.
The drops are still a problem.
In other words, Rasheed Rice.
Yeah.
Oh, good area, Tony.
He did not even play.
He's
My bad.
Tony
just-
didn't play. MVS.
I
didn't
heard the
spot.
word. I heard the word
we'll
drop,
trade
and
you,
I was.
We'll trade you a 5th for him.
It's not worth a fifth.
Fifth
Don't
round
do
pick.
that.
Yeah.
We
No.
can't fleece you like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
He's getting
you're
cut.
not fleecing us.
at this point, just
You
trade
guys be
Justin
hating on
Fields
him
for
for no
Patrick
reason.
Mahomes.
For
Kadarius
MVS?
Toney?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Kadarius Toney.
He's even worse.
He's not worse.
No, he's honestly okay.
His hands are bricks.
You just need to get him a gun that shoots.
John Morant.
What are those guns called? Jug machines and shoot.
Oh yeah,
Just
that
need to
kind
work
of.
on that.
You would think an
Yeah,
NFL team
for
would
now.
have one.
Yeah.
Well,
You would think.
we had some trouble with Chase Claypool.
Yeah.
That you traded the 32nd overall pick for him. Basically a first rounder.
It was a 1st rounder, but we traded him for like a 6th. So
And he
It seems
dropped
like you got flipped.
he's number 87 on their team.
Yeah.
Good number.
better than Travis Kelce right now.
Travis
Ah.
Kelce, man.
He's banged up, man.
He's getting banged up.
I knew
I knew I shouldn't have said
Do you think that's the problem with him?
No. Taylor Swift has nothing to do with football.
He's running away with T
Aside
Swift
from
after
making me
this
annoyed.
season.
Hey,
Say, she does get
Did
more
you-
screen time than probably half the Chiefs
It's true.
players.
hey, did
And
you hear that
deserves
he's thinking about retiring?
yeah. I
They're
mean,
gonna run
he's
away together.
he's retiring with
Taylor
next
and
2
Travis
years.
Swift. Together.
If not this season, next season.
Travis.
I
When
mean,
you say
he's just
Swift as the last name,
Yeah.
you're weird.
Travis Swift.
Other way around. Taylor
they-
Kelce.
She's wearing the pants in that relationship.
Yeah, I
She's
mean,
making
What makes,
money,
what
that's
makes
for
you
sure.
say that?
that's true.
Kelsey makes more
It's-
money doing Pfizer commercials than is playing the NFL. It's true.
Kelsey also is a big baby.
Hey, those
sometimes,
commercials
so
are solid though.
He does need
Or
somebody.
he
What
yells
about
"Mama" at the end of the
Step up.
commercial.
But mom.
Anyway, speaking of commercials, we're going to cut to a quick commercial, and we're going to come back and talk about our favorite movies of last year.
With today's
yes.
sponsor, Gatorade.
That's right.
Are you thirsty? Are you sweaty? Then you need Gatorade. Replenish what you lose in sweat and electrolytes with the great tasting Gatorade. Only at select Walmarts.
All right, we are back. We're gonna get into our top 5 movies of 2023. Peyton's gonna kick us off. Here we go.
That's right. And this is not my first attempt saying this, so... So first, best movie of last year, John Wick 4. Don't doubt me up again. Incredible movie, great ending until they make a 5th one. All right, number 2, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Incredible soundtrack, incredible visuals, incredible story. Can't wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse in 2035. Number 3,
Probably later.
Creed 3.
Bang.
Great movie, Bad People, Jonathan Majors. Dang. All right. Number 4. I don't know if anybody else in this room has watched this movie, but Iron Claw. Incredible movie. It got some stuff wrong. The person that played Ric Flair sucked. And yeah, you know, it was a great story. Obviously based on the real story. It was just great. And last, FNAF. Don't need to explain myself. Miller.
Oh, I was gonna go last. I was gonna.
No, we're going to the
No,
left.
you're going.
Oh,
Miller.
okay. Should I start with the honorable mention? Should I do some honorable?
Do honorable mentions.
Okay, honorable mentions. I do like the Iron Claw a lot. I think me and Nathan are gonna watch that tomorrow. That looks phenomenal. I'm sure it'll be in my top 5.
You haven't seen it yet.
Um,
and you're putting.
You're putting in your honorable mention, and
Yeah, because I know it's gonna be great. Okay, don't doubt. Honorable mentions: Creed 3, great. Mission Impossible is awesome. It got overshadowed by Barbie and Oppenheimer. Barbie was really good. Wonka, Extraction 2. Number 5, Killers of the Flower Moon. Martin Scorsese 3-hour picture of the Wild Wild West and people killing Indians for money. Very good. Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Absolute banger finale to the series. Great soundtrack, very emotional, great ending. Absolutely phenomenal all the way around. Number 3, Across the Spider-Verse. Again, beautiful. I hate that it was only a part 1 because I want more because it's so good. Another killer soundtrack. Metro Boomin did a fantastic job. Number 2, Oppenheimer. Another 3-hour epic that's phenomenal. It and Barbie came out together. Absolute banger movie. And number 1, I agree with Peyton, is John Wick Chapter 4. Best movie of the year. Probably best action movie of all time. Might be one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. By far.
All right, 7.
I didn't watch that many movies this year that came out this year. I had 5.
Yes.
Shoot.
The top 5. You have to have.
There might have been 5 I watched. Okay. I guess we'll start from the best to worst. Okay, I'm gonna have Guardians of the Galaxy at number 1. There were some sad moments in it, but overall the movie was
Tevin likes sad movies.
no.
Because Evan's in a state of depression.
Nah, not that, but it was just a really good movie. Then I got Spider-Man at 2. The soundtrack was the only thing that really carried it. It was a good movie. But
So you have it at 2 based on the soundtrack?
I told you I didn't watch that many movies, okay? Let's see some other movies. I watched The Hunger Games. That movie was just very long. It kind of dragged out towards the end, but the very beginning was a banger. Is it Snow? He rizzed me up. He rizzed me up.
You rizzed him up. All right.
And then
Number 4.
You watch?
I watched Barbie, but I don't really want to put Barbie on the list. Oh wait, I watched Five Nights at Freddy.
Okay.
That's
Didn't know much
Freddy?
about Freddy. I didn't watch
Freddy's.
I didn't know much about it until I didn't know much about it until I watched the movie.
Can't get scared.
I can't help that. It just happens.
So FNAF at 4.
And then Barbie at 5. Yeah.
And those were the 5
I just like the
movies
one
Tevin
scene
watched this
whenever in Barbie when they said, "I'm gonna beat you off." No, I'm gonna beat you. It was when Ken was,
It was
the
Ken
two
and
kids
Ken,
arguing.
yes.
That was so funny.
Yeah. That was so. I love the scene directions there from Tevin.
That's the only part I remember.
That was just phenomenal.
And then I'm just Ken, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere else I'm just a 10.
Tevin wrote those lines.
Tevin is Ken.
But like, if we're talking about movies that weren't made in 2023, that would have been a complete.
Save that for a different
That's
episode.
next episode. That's next
That's
episode.
next.
Future
That's next.
episode.
I did watching bangers like Baywatch. Hilarious.
Bro, I had a side conversation. When The Rock was back on Raw last night, he looked at the guy in the ring. He's like, "You're like Baywatch." And he's like, "I didn't see Baywatch." And he went, "Okay, nobody else did either."
It's true. It's true. That movie sucked.
All right,
Alright,
vegan.
I watched exactly 5 movies from the 2023 release. So we're just gonna have to rank them as they are, right? Number 5, Barbie. Worst movie I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
Worst movie I've ever seen.
That's insane.
You know what?
I mean,
I put
the
it-
best part was Margaret Robbie. I, mean,
I
let's
put it
be
up there
honest.
with Space Jam 2 as movies I will never watch.
I'm agreeing with them.
But I think Space Jam 2 was actually better than it, man.
The first one?
2.
Kind of crazy.
Barbie really wasn't it.
Gas. What are you guys talking about?
Number 4, I'm
Sexist.
number 4. I'm gonna put Spider-Man. I mean, Across the Spider, it was a good movie. I mean, solid movie. I gave it 4 because there's movies better, like the Super Mario Bros. Movie at number 3.
It's crazy.
One of the greatest movies I've ever seen. I mean, let's
And
be
at
honest.
3?
Yes.
It was a great
Well,
year
because
for
there's
movies.
2 other movies that were just better. Cars. Well, that's an all-time favorite.
That's
I
also
can't beat Cars.
for a future
Cars is the
episode.
best movie ever.
That's crazy.
Number 2, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, I mean,
That's respectable.
this movie brought a tear to my eye from my childhood. Playing this game on the iPad, right? I mean, you can't go
right.
wong with
Middle
this.
school days. I don't know.
Middle school?
I was
in
like 4th grade.
daycare.
I
was
never
gonna say,
played it.
4th grade on the iPad. We come home after school and I grind some Five Nights at Freddy's. 2, by the way.
Oh, 2 is the best one.
2 is the best one. And then at number 1, John Wick 4. I mean, it's just a given that it's gonna be the greatest movie. I
Of
mean,
all time.
I can't say that. Cars is the greatest movie of all time.
Different episode.
Hmm?
That's a different episode.
Cars 2's better.
Cars 2 is not better. Cars 2
You
does not
really-
relate to Cars 1. Do not get me on this topic. I will start talking for 4 hours. We will have
Cars
the
1
longest
is way
podcast
better.
of
Cars
all
2 is
time.
spies.
All right.
All right.
No.
If they would have labeled it something other than Cars 2, it would have been a fantastic movie. It's the fact Cars 2 doesn't correlate to Cars 1 whatsoever. It's like we're watching the show
There's
Fargo.
still light-
It's like a different episode every episode.
But it is spies.
But there's Lightning McQueen.
And machine guns.
What does he do though?
God, I will say I would rather watch Mater Tall Tales.
That's
than-
crazy. That's crazy.
What's wrong
That's
with
insane. All
that?
right.
Just like me some Mater.
The last list that we have, my top movies from 2023. I'm gonna start with my honorable mention. I'm gonna go Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I did really enjoy it. It didn't quite make my list, but I thought it was a really good movie. Okay, let's get in. Number 5, recent release, Wonka. It was a super creative movie, super entertaining.
Super childish.
That's Willy Wonka for
Willy
you.
Wonka.
That's
Willy
who
Wonka.
Willy Wonka is.
His name's Willy.
The The music.
My Willie.
Willie?
Willie.
Willie?
Willie won't.
Is he Willie? Number Willie.
Anyway.
Back to it. Number 3.
No,
Number 4. Number 4. Number.
I'm not done with Wonka. Stop that. Wonka had a great soundtrack. I just really enjoyed it. Number 4, I'm gonna go Dungeons and Dragons. Going into that movie, I had no idea what to expect, and I was very pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. Thought it had some great humor, and I was able to get behind the storyline, even though I didn't know anything about it. So that was awesome. Number 3, fitting for the title, Creed 3. Just a super awesome movie. 2 great actors going at it there at the end.
One great actor.
He went out with other people.
One.
Michael B. Jordan is a terrific actor.
Is quite sexy.
Yeah.
Enough said.
It's true.
Better MJ.
Alright. Okay.
All right.
MBJ.
MJ.
At number 2, I have Mission Impossible simply because of the stunt.
Okay.
Biggest stunt in cinema history.
Tom
You're ranking a
Cruise.
movie second because of a stunt in it?
I don't even know the stunt.
He drove a motorcycle 5 times off
like,
of a cliff.
one of the biggest cliffs in the world.
Why?
And he had like a narrow tunnel to fill in. If the wind would have been like a little bit different, he would have blown and killed himself, like falling off the cliff.
Because he's Tom Cruise. That's
Yeah, dude.
why.
That's why they filmed it first, because they're like, oh, in case he died, we just can't make the movie
Yeah.
anymore.
And they made the movie, so
Yeah.
he's alive.
That's
So
gas.
that deserves number 2 on its own. And it was overall just a really
I think it would have been
entertaining
great
movie.
though if they made
Wait,
a
is that
movie
the
and
one?
he
Is
died.
it Mission when he like went and blew up the place?
It's Mission
That's
Impossible.
every Mission
No, he
Impossible.
blew up that like place growing those weird flowers. Alright,
next.
And at
We are-
number 1,
I think
We
we
are
are I need to
rambling
lay off the
away.
weird flowers. So
Wait, what's that one that?
Seven,
I
we're
swear I've
trying
watched
to
one.
batch record here, and you're just like killing time.
all right, and at number 1 of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 3, and you'll learn about that more in
It's definitely part of it.
future episodes. Across the Spider-Verse.
Didn't have John Wick 4 in
he
the
didn't
lineup.
watch it.
I didn't watch John Wick
Oh,
4.
you're changing your top 5 then.
He is.
That's all I gotta
No.
say.
He is.
And
Yeah.
Are you not mature?
I'm
enough?
trying to get him.
I'm not old enough yet.
Tevin's almost seen it. I'm
Spider-Man
trying to get him
Across
to
the
watch it.
Spider-Verse, leaving the theater, man. There
Dude,
was just a certain feeling that I don't think I'll ever feel again.
Hearing "Am I Dreaming"?
Oh my
as the credits
gosh.
roll.
My jaw was on the floor.
You guys were sucking and
Talking.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my top 5. Those are all our top 5s. Let us know in the comments what we missed, what your top 5 was.
Actually, don't. I don't care.
I would love to.
I'm curious.
I would love to hear your top 5 movies.
The rest of us will be
Not
intrigued.
actually.
Peyton will not. But yeah. All right. That's all we got for this episode. Appreciate you listening. If you made it all the way to the end, type chat in the comment section so we know you made it. We appreciate you. We love you. And we wish you a happy new year. And just
It's already happened.
the best of luck in 2024 as we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And we
Best
will
of
talk
luck.
to you next episode.